All right, guys, welcome back. We're gonna see if we can get this finished up today. The wiring for the front end, at least get it wired up, and then all I'll have to do is heat shrink the rest of the front. But let's see if we can get it all working today and everything like that. So I need to put these ends in. I'm marking everything on the ends again. So you got like my ignition switch, light switch, that's what that goes to, ammeter, horn in, and so forth, so forth. That way it matches up with everything right here. So when it goes to there, there's no confusing, you know. You're not going to mix up any wires. So that's what we are going to finish doing this. Then we're going to wire the connections from the actual car itself into this, and we're just going to have this sit standalone, and we'll turn on the car and see how everything see if everything works exactly right and everything like that. It should, because but you never know. I might have screwed something up, so that's why we're just going to take our time. I keep going over my schematic sheet, seeing what goes where. So one day I'll have a bigger garage and maybe an actual workbench. Heat shrink wrap, whatever you call it. Get that shrunk down. That way I can read all my labeling. Any further than that, then you'll start second guessing on your wiring, and I don't want to do that. Alright, so this is the other bulkhead unit. This is my old one. I didn't have to use any of these wires because all of these wires go up to the windshield wipers and stuff like that, which with the new kit I bought from Detroit Speed, it eliminates all of those wires. So really I'm only using 3 wires, which I'm going to do 4 because look, I spliced into that one to run I spliced into this particular one just to get that extra ignition. I got an extra ignition in there, so I'm gonna run some different wiring this way. So I need to work on this next before I go any further, because I need this bulkhead basically, to go the length of that and tap into everything. So this is my ammeter right here for this one. See how originally I spliced into like that, and that's not a good splice at all. And so we're gonna run a complete new wire from here to here. I'm not using this bulkhead. This one's all grimy and gross inside. So I got the new one over there, well, fairly new, and we're gonna rewire this bulkhead and label everything correct on this. All right, so that's the next task. All right, so these are the heater wire and the windshield wiper wires and everything like that. I'm just leaving an extra length just in case you whoever gets it next after me and ever wants to decide to go back to the way it was, I doubt they will, but you never know. That extra wire there for them, you know, will be handy for them. So, and then the same with these. And then, so I got my 2 ignitions, and let's see, 2 ignitions. Oh, and the ammeter, and then the ammeter. Okay. So we're gonna put another heat shrink right through here, make it nice and clean, and then I'll put a real big heat shrink right there just to tie it off, and then I'll label everything at the top there. All right, everything's nice and tight. So I got that bound up there. That one, of course, is gonna go this way. And then we got these bound up that way. And you can see what I mean by the bus bar. So the power, it's not gonna jump into any of the other ones. It goes up into the fuse box first. So I got ignition in, and then a power that goes in, you know, from here. So, and of course this is fused also going up into here. And so I got plenty of fuses. All right, so then everything else will come out this way and go that way. That way, I'll basically, all the fusible links are gone. Everything's a fuse, and go from there. I gotta, like I said, I gotta put the one. I gotta do it from a positive over to here, and so I need to make one more for that. What is it called? The, oh my gosh, can't think. The breaker switch. All right. So from there, that's all I got left on this. Okay, so get it all laid out and see where we zip tied them. So I know I have to run some of the this bigger shrink tube. All right, so this is going to be a chore. This is going to take a while. I'm going to have to start this way, start from this end, and go all the way this way, making sure I get all these ends and stuff sticking out. So I'm going to have to do just by section by section. Yeah, you know, because like right here, you know, you want to have it all in one. One bit shrink wrap. It'd be cool to have the whole thing shrink wrapped and then little holes, but these just sticking out. But if you puncture this, it unravels as you go. So this is what it's going to look like before, and we'll see what it looks like after I'm done. All right, so here it is with it halfway done. This stuff's just easy. I need to keep it bare for just a little bit. I need to run this up through the radiator. There's a little hole between the radiator and firewall. Let's get this all ran, make sure everything fits, and then I can do the rest, you know, along there. So this will be all done and ready to go. So yeah, that looks a lot better. Kind of hides everything. And yeah, let's install this. Then work from over here. See how nice that looks. And I just gotta kind of button it up a little bit, but except for the little colors here and there, it's all black. It's really hard to see. It looks real nice. And it comes out through here, and we can pull a little bit further there, and then we'll, from here, work our way up that way. So yeah, that looks real nice. All right, still got to button it up and, you know, tighten it up a little bit, but put it in its places where it needs to be. But it's hard to see. When you open it up, you can't really see it. All blends in. I mean, it's quite nice. All right, let's move over to here. Okay, let's test everything out. Keep it out of neutral, just in case. Let's go ahead and pull the headlights. All right, they work. Let's go ahead and turn Headlights on the switch. Sometimes, let's see. That's the switch. I need a new switch. Okay. Okay. Turns out neutral. Fans kick on. Okay. See the running lights. Running lights work. This side. Running lights work. Lights work. Okay, all the lights work. And then okay, so we got all that. Okay, let's see if it cranks over. Everything turned out okay. I still got to clean up a little bit of a mess down in there, but like I said, I'll clean it up. I just want to make sure it all runs and everything like that. So we're victorious, and the lines look really good. Going all the way around, going up through there, looks real nice. Like I said, I just got to clean that corner.